Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Miss Dina English. I'm Dina, and I'm happy you are here today.
And I'm Tom. It's great to have you with us. We hope you feel comfortable.
Today, we are going to talk about an everyday topic, your daily routine at night. We will use clear, natural English that is useful for B1 to B2 learners.
Night routines are interesting because they can tell us a lot about our habits, our energy, and the way we prepare for the next day.
Think about your own evening. What do you usually do when your day is almost finished?
Maybe you come home from work, change your clothes, have dinner, check your phone, or spend some time with your family.
Or maybe your evening is much quieter. You might read a book, listen to music, prepare your clothes for tomorrow, or simply sit down and enjoy some silence.
Everyone has a different routine. Some people like busy evenings, while others want the night to be slow and peaceful.
My evening usually starts when I finish my work. The first thing I want to do is change into comfortable clothes.
I understand that feeling. After wearing formal clothes all day, putting on something comfortable can feel like telling your body, okay, work is finished.
Exactly. It is a small action, but it creates a clear change between work time and personal time.
After that, I usually have dinner. I try not to eat too quickly because dinner is one of the few times when I can slow down.
What do you usually eat at night?
It depends on the day. If I have enough time, I cook something simple. If I am tired, I make something easy. I'm not going to pretend that I prepare a 5-star meal every night.
That sounds realistic. Sometimes the best dinner is simply the dinner that does not require too much effort.
Exactly. And while I eat, I sometimes talk with my family or listen to something interesting.
I also like having a little quiet time after dinner. I don't want to immediately start another difficult task.
That is important. Many people finish work and then continue working at home without giving themselves a real break.
Yes, and when that happens every day, the evening can feel like a second workday.
So one useful part of a night routine is creating a transition. A transition is a change from one situation to another.
For example, changing clothes, washing your face, taking a short walk, or making a cup of tea can help you move from work mode into relaxation mode.
I like that idea because the routine does not have to be complicated. Small actions can have a strong effect when we repeat them regularly.
After dinner, I usually clean the kitchen. I know it is not the most exciting part of the evening, but I prefer waking up to a clean space. After dinner, I usually clean the kitchen. I know it is not the most exciting part of the evening, but I prefer waking up to a clean space.
I agree. There is something nice about finishing the small tasks before you relax completely.
Exactly. When everything is clean, my mind also feels a little clearer.
What do you usually do after cleaning?
It depends on my energy. If I still feel active, I might prepare something for tomorrow. I check my schedule, organize my bag, and make sure I have everything I need.
That is a useful habit. Preparing things at night can make the morning much easier.
Yes, I don't like waking up and immediately thinking about everything I have to do.
Me neither. I usually prepare my clothes before I go to bed.
Really? Even your socks?
Absolutely. I want tomorrow morning to be as simple as possible.
That actually makes sense. When small decisions are already made, you can save time and energy.
Exactly. Sometimes people think productivity means doing more, but sometimes it means making tomorrow easier.
That's a good point. A night routine can help you prepare mentally as well as physically.
Another thing I sometimes do at night is check my phone. But honestly, this is where my routine can become a little unhealthy.
I think many people have the same problem. You tell yourself, I'll check my phone for 5 minutes, and suddenly 30 minutes have passed.
Exactly. You watch one short video, then another one, and suddenly you're still looking at the screen much later than you planned.
Phones are useful, but they can easily become a distraction.
A distraction is something that takes your attention away from what you intended to do.
So, if your goal is to relax and prepare for sleep, spending a long time scrolling may do the opposite.
Yes, sometimes I feel tired, but I keep scrolling because I'm looking for something interesting.
And then you finally put your phone down and realize that you are even more tired.
Exactly.
One thing that helps me is setting a simple limit. I decide when I want to stop using my phone.
Do you actually follow the limit every night?
Not every night. I'm human, but having a rule makes it easier to notice when I am spending too much time online.
That's important. A routine does not have to be perfect to be useful.
Right. The goal is not to create a perfect evening. The goal is to create habits that make your life easier and more comfortable.
I also think the last hour before bed can be important. It gives your mind a chance to slow down.
What do you usually do during that last hour?
If I have time, I read. I don't always read something serious. Sometimes I read a novel, an article, or something light.
Reading is a nice evening activity because it does not require you to react quickly to anything.
Exactly. You can simply sit there and follow the story.
I sometimes listen to quiet music instead. It helps me relax after a busy day.
Do you prefer music with words or without words?
Usually without words. If there are lyrics, I sometimes start thinking about the meaning of the song instead of relaxing.
That's interesting. I usually prefer soft instrumental music at night.
Another thing I like is taking a warm shower before bed. It helps me feel fresh and tells my body that the day is almost over.
I like that too. A shower can become a kind of signal.
A signal?
Yes, something that tells your brain what comes next. If you follow the same routine regularly, your mind begins to recognize the pattern.
So, when you repeat the same actions every night, they can become automatic.
Exactly. You don't need to think, now I should relax. Your routine helps you naturally move toward relaxation.
That is one reason routines can be powerful. They reduce the number of decisions you have to make.
And when the day has been stressful, fewer decisions can feel like a relief.
Sometimes, however, my mind is still busy when I get into bed.
What do you mean?
I start thinking about tomorrow, unfinished work, conversations I had during the day, or things I forgot to do.
That happens to me too. The moment my head touches the pillow, my brain suddenly remembers everything.
Exactly. It's like your brain says, "Oh, you're finally resting? Great. Here are 20 things to think about."
That's exactly how it feels.
When that happens, I sometimes write my thoughts down.
Does that help?
Yes, because I don't have to keep everything in my head. I can write a simple list for tomorrow and tell myself I can deal with this later.
That is a useful habit. Writing things down can create a sense of control.
It also reminds me that I don't have to solve every problem at night.
That's an important idea. Night is a time to rest, not a time to solve your entire life.
Exactly. Some problems can wait until morning.
And sometimes a problem looks much bigger at night than it does the next day.
Yes, because when we are tired, we may not think as clearly.
So giving yourself permission to stop can be part of a healthy evening routine.
I like that phrase, giving yourself permission to stop.
Me too. We often think we need to finish everything before we can rest.
But there will almost always be another email, another message, another task, or another problem waiting for us.
That's why learning to say, "That's enough for today," can be very valuable.
I really like that idea. Saying, "That's enough for today," can help us accept that we cannot finish everything in one day.
Exactly. Some days are productive and some days are difficult. What matters is that we give ourselves time to rest instead of feeling guilty about it.
And rest does not mean being lazy. Rest gives your body and mind time to recover.
Yes, if you never rest properly, you may wake up tired even before your day begins.
That is why I think a good night routine should include both responsibility and relaxation.
What do you mean by responsibility?
Simple things like preparing for tomorrow, cleaning up, checking an important schedule, or finishing one small task.
And relaxation means doing something that helps you feel calm, like reading, listening to music, talking with someone, or simply sitting quietly.
Exactly. The balance is important. If you spend the whole evening working, you may feel exhausted.
And if you spend the whole evening doing nothing but watching videos, you may go to bed feeling like you wasted your time.
So the best routine is probably somewhere in the middle.
I agree. Personally, I also like thinking about my day for a few minutes before I sleep.
What do you think about?
I ask myself simple questions. What went well today? What was difficult? What did I learn? And what could I do differently tomorrow?
That sounds like a useful habit because you are not only thinking about problems, you are also noticing the positive parts of your day.
Yes, sometimes we remember one negative moment and forget 10 good moments.
That's true. Maybe you have a difficult conversation at work and that becomes the main thing you remember.
But perhaps you also helped someone, finished an important task, learned something new, or had a nice conversation with a friend.
Looking back can help us see the whole day instead of focusing on one moment.
Another thing I like doing is thinking about something I am grateful for.
Gratitude can be very simple. You don't need something huge.
Exactly. You might be grateful for a good meal, a comfortable home, a kind message, or simply having some peaceful time.
I sometimes think about one person who made my day better.
That's a lovely habit. It reminds you that your day is connected to other people.
Yes, and it helps me finish the day with a positive feeling.
But let's be realistic. Not every night is peaceful and organized.
Definitely not. Some nights are completely different.
You may come home late, feel exhausted, skip your normal routine, and fall asleep while watching something.
That has definitely happened to me.
Me too. And that's okay. One difficult evening does not destroy your routine.
That's an important point for English learners, too. We often think that if we miss one day of practice, we have failed.
But learning a language is a long process. Missing one day is not the same as giving up.
Exactly. You can simply return to your routine the next day.
The same idea works for sleep, exercise, reading, studying, or any other habit.
Don't focus too much on being perfect. Focus on returning to the habit.
I like that. A good routine is flexible enough to survive a bad day.
Let's also talk about sleep itself. What time do you usually try to go to bed?
I try to keep a fairly regular bedtime, although it changes sometimes.
Why do you think a regular bedtime is useful?
Because your body likes patterns. When you sleep and wake up around similar times, it can be easier to create a stable routine.
I agree. Staying up very late can also make the next morning harder.
Especially when you have somewhere important to be.
You wake up, look at the clock, and immediately think, why did I stay up so late?
Exactly. And then you promise yourself, tonight I will go to bed early.
And sometimes the same thing happens again.
That's why routines work better when they are simple and realistic.
So, if someone wants to create a better night routine, where should they start?
I would start with only 2 or 3 habits. Don't change your whole evening at once.
For example, choose a time to stop work, prepare tomorrow's clothes, and put your phone away before bed.
Those 3 habits are already enough to create a clear structure.
You could also choose a relaxing activity, such as reading for 10 minutes.
And if you cannot do everything one night, don't worry. Just continue the next night.
Let's review some useful expressions from our conversation.
Good idea. The first expression is wind down.
To wind down means to gradually relax after being busy or active.
For example, I listen to music at night to wind down after work.
Another useful expression is call it a day.
That means to stop working because you have done enough for the day.
For example, I finished the important tasks, so I'm going to call it a day.
We also used the word routine, which means the regular things you do as part of your day.
And habit is something you do regularly, often without thinking about it very much.
Another useful word is distraction, something that takes your attention away from what you want to do.
And finally, reflect means to think carefully about something that happened.
For example, before bed, I like to reflect on my day.
Now, before you finish listening, think about your own night routine.
Ask yourself, what do I usually do after dinner?
Then ask, what is one habit that helps me relax?
And finally, what is one small change I could make to have a better evening?
Maybe you want to spend less time on your phone.
Maybe you want to prepare your clothes before bed.
Maybe you want to read for 10 minutes, write down your plans, or simply give yourself some quiet time.
You don't need a perfect routine. You just need a routine that works for your real life.
And remember, your night routine is not only about preparing for sleep.
It is also about taking care of yourself after a long day and creating a peaceful space before tomorrow begins.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation helped you learn useful English and also gave you a few ideas for your own evening routine.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and remember that small habits can make a big difference over time.
And most importantly, when the day is finished, give yourself permission to relax, breathe, and say, "That's enough for today." See you next time.